Each sensitive period directs a purposeful investigation through which the child seeks self-perfection. A child must be free to explore and follow his natural impulse. Structure and order may help child internalize the order surrounding him. We should use nature to inspire children. Welcome to part 2 of What is Your Bundle of Joy Like? Now, in part 1, we discussed how our children are absorbent minds, how they absorb whatever comes their way, and especially during the sensitive periods. We discussed the 11 secrets of childhood. Now, let's take a leap ahead and see how we can benefit from this. As a parent, what we can do is provide a prepared environment for getting benefit from these sensitive periods. We know that during sensitive periods, a child investigates the environment. Each sensitive period directs a purposeful investigation through which the child seeks self-perfection. Investigation and a quest for perfection occurs when everything in the child's environment is just right. The idea here is to provide prepared environment so that everything the child comes in contact with facilitate and maximize independent learning in this environment. Child should be free to choose and work on activities at his own pace. Here, they should be able to experience freedom and self-discipline as guided by the environment and parents. I want you to consider 7 points while developing this environment. First, freedom. A child must be free to explore and follow his natural impulse, thus developing his potential and increasing his knowledge of the world around him. Second, you should take care of the structure and the order. While structure and order seems to look opposite terms to freedom, but structure and order may help child internalize the order surrounding him and thus making sense of the world in which he lives. Third point to be kept in mind is the beauty. The environment should be clean and beautiful. It should be inviting to come in and work. Fourth point which you should take care is nature and reality. We should use nature to inspire children. You should take children out into the nature rather than keeping them confined to the homes and the school. You should prefer natural materials like wood, bamboos, metals, cotton, all these over synthetic and plastic things. Fifth point to be kept in mind is the social environment. We should provide freedom to interact. Children learn to encourage and develop a sense of compassion and empathy for others. As children develop, they become more socially aware, prepared to work in groups. Intellectual environment. It should be such that it guides the child through the 5 areas of development. The 5 areas are practical life skills, sensorial skills, language skills, mathematical skills, and the cultural development skills. 7th point is material. You should provide right material to enhance various skills of the child. By now, most of you parents must have figured out the right, wrong, and the blunders they have made during these periods. In our time, parents used to give us liberty and not be behind us. They used to give freedom, but this freedom was guided by them, and hence the result that we are independent today. So, we shall do the same for our kids. Till now, whatever I have shared is enough to explain you the title of my parenting series, that is Guided Independence. To achieve what we have aspired for our kids, we need to understand their quest to learn. Need is to just guide them and not control them. To learn is inbuilt within the child. To absorb is the inner instinct. By trying to control, we actually hamper their inbuilt fire to understand and learn things on their own. So, as a parent, we need to keep few things in our mind. We should guide our kids to achieve independence gradually in each area. This independence will of course be as per the age, and you just need to prepare the right environment for them. Here, with independence means that they are able to do different activities on their own without help of an adult. Like, for a 2 to 3 year old, being able to wear his own shoes without help of elder is achievement of independence. For 7 to 8 years old, independent is being able to read without help. For a 3 to 5 year old toddler, independent is being able to do his toilet procedures on his own. We need to understand that each child is unique and will be attracted towards activities as per his inner psyche, and this would gradually result in different type of intelligence development in each child. As you know, there are 8 types of intelligence areas. This also we have discussed in our videos. Our work is to give them right opportunity to grow. This definitely does not mean that we over-pamper them, spend a lot of money, just fulfill every demand, or on the other end, be very strict and too demanding, rigid about grades, and at the end, result into disappointment with our own performance. Parents need to break down their targets into few steps and look forward to achieving them one by one. Every time a child should be provided with one step ahead than what he can achieve, and you should supervise or guide him. But not be in a hurry to do it yourself. Parents should let the kids do the activities by themselves, even when they think that he is not doing that perfectly. Let children enjoy freedom within limits. Parents should understand that the internal satisfaction drives the child's curiosity and interest and result in joyous learning that is sustainable over a lifetime. Parents should set parameters and let kids actively participate in deciding what their focus of learning will be. They should support kids in becoming active seekers of knowledge. You should provide environments where child has freedom and the tool to pursue answers to their own questions. Self-corrections and self-assessment should be integral part of child's development. Let them learn to look critically at their work and become adept at recognizing, correcting, and learning from their errors. This should let your child improve and be able to come out of difficult times in his adulthood also. Frankly speaking, I am of opinion that we are responsible to, but not for our children. By being responsible for, we rob our children of their own responsibility and steal them from growth opportunities. By being responsible to them, we help them become independent and carry out their own age-appropriate responsibilities, solve their own problems, and make their own choices. By being responsible too, we help them become independent and carry out their own age-appropriate responsibilities. We help them solve their problems and make their own choices. However, learning to do this takes great trust and faith. It requires that we focus less on our child and more on our own assumptions and emotional reactions. Our children are responsible for themselves. Individual responsibility is a fundamental principle of life. Our children are not ours but belongs to themselves and ultimately must be accountable for themselves. We can teach We cannot, however, click a remote and compel them to think and do exactly as we want. They own their lives and have to make their own choices. And yet, I speak from my experience when I say that it is easy to violate the principle of individual responsibility by over-controlling our children. Because we want our children to make good choices. We lecture, nag, remind, criticize, threaten, shame, or manipulate them. Sometimes we overprotect and rescue them from their choices, or do for them what they should be able to do for themselves. These tactics are truly well-intentioned. We use them because we care, but they impose control rather than building responsibility from within. And they often breed dependency, ill will, or resentment and prevent our children from developing. So I hope by now you know what is required to redefine your parenting style. In my next video, I will tell you about the resulting family environment due to the way we exercise our parenting. We will also discuss what are pros and cons of each and then further decide where we fall and what corrective methods are to be adopted. In case if you have missed our other videos on parenting goals, multiple intelligence, career selection and more, then you can check the links below in the description. As usual, you can connect with me for queries and consultations at the number given below. Stay connected, do subscribe to our channel as we would be discussing various child and youth developmental scientific psychological theories. Also, we will see their practical applications. Do like, share and comment. Also, let more and more people be aware about the practical applications of various psychological theories. Thank you.